Game 2 between Drewbie and Morrow. TvT on a map, which I forgot the map. But I'm holding up my two fists, one for each player, and it's going to be a clash of the Titans, a clash of Terrans, a clash of a monstrously, amazingly good players. And it is on, fuck, I don't know the name of this map. God damn it. Arid Wastes. I think this is Arid Wastes. Jesus, thank you for giving me that name. I don't look like an idiot on my own channel. Actually, you know what? I need to practice on you guys, looking like an idiot for you guys, so that when I'm doing my tournament cast, I cannot look like an idiot. I don't think that's going to be possible ever. But you know, looking like an idiot in public actually is good, because if you look like an idiot and you don't care, other people are free to look like an idiot. So go out there, be free to look like an idiot, sound like an idiot, say stupid things, and don't care, because you know what? You're amazing, and whatever you are thinking and saying is valuable to, you know, somebody. So don't worry about it. It's okay. And the supply depot is coming down right by the gas geyser here, and Drewbie up on the upper left. So the interesting thing about okay, it's Jungle Basin. It's Jungle Basin, not Arid Waste. It looked different for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I know this map. So Jungle Basin, easy second to take for both players. There's no destructible rocks here, which is weird, because on Delta Quadrant they give you this like free expansion. No, but there's destructible rocks there, and it looks like also the ramp is easy to defend. So a lot of players, they will go into like a one barracks fast expansion. The third base here, or here. Like if you're this player Morrow, this is going to be your third base here or here. Much harder to take, and you'll see why later. These Zelnaga towers giving vision pretty much to the four bases in the middle. So these Zelnaga towers are important. And as we saw last game, Drewbie lost because he didn't have enough Vikings. He had an even number of siege tanks with Morrow, and but he didn't have enough Vikings, because his air units, the medevacs and his Ravens, were shot down by the Vikings of Morrow, and then Morrow was able to get greater sight range with his siege tanks, and his siege tanks were able to shoot farther and were able to pick off the siege tanks of Drewbie. Drewbie had to fall back, and then reinforcements came from Morrow. Morrow was able to break the lines of Drewbie, annihilate lots of SCVs, and he ended up winning the game. But Drewbie last game showed us some great drop play with medevacs and Marines and Hellions, although they didn't have Blue Flame. And so we'll just see what both players have in store for us this time. Morrow, I would describe Morrow's play as just very solid and methodical, getting a 1-1-1 build into fast expansion last game, it looks like we have a factory down for one player. Are we going to see a factory for both players? Well, yes, we do have a factory down for both players, so kind of safe for both players, not getting a fast expansion. There could be just going 1-1-1. So 1-1-1 is very versatile. You can get out Banshees, you can get out Medevacs, you can do drops with that. You can get out, like, you can do Thor drops, Hellion drops, Marine drops, Banshees with Cloak, all kinds of goody stuff that you can do with that starport at the beginning of the game. Yeah, so Drewbie was doing lots of drops. Morrow was holding him off, and then eventually pushed out once he had macroed up quite a bit on his second base. So, you know, we'll see. This is a different game, a different map. Drewbie may, and you know what? Morrow seems to be favored this early bunker. I don't know if that's really a good idea, because his opponent Drewbie is all the way across the map, and why sink in 100 minerals into this bunker when you can just capture these two Zelnaga towers and know when your opponent is coming? I say build the bunker when you know your opponent is coming and when you know you're going to need it. It may sound like I'm being an asshole because I'm telling Morrow what to do, but you know, he may have his own reasons beyond my own understanding. A caster can really... Okay, Hellion is going to take a few shots at this SCV. We'll see if the SCV goes down. It looks like it may very well go down. Yeah, it's easily going to get picked off, but Morrow did see some very important information. He did see the Hellions were on the way, and it looks like he's... with this game, Drewbie, his starport is coming up earlier, where last game Morrow's starport came up first. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. If we go to the... let's see, it's 23 versus 22 harvesters and 37 food for Drewbie. So Drewbie is ahead by 7 food. He's able to macro up a little bit better. And Morrow is now putting down his expansion right when the starport is finishing. And I think that's very good for Morrow. Very ingenious to get that expansion as soon as possible. He's going to need it because he's behind right now in food. He did lose a couple of units, but you look at the units lost. It's 50 resources. He just lost the SCV. So Morrow... So yeah, you know, my point is why have a bunker here when you could take these Zelnaga towers? That's free. and you know, you can just retreat with those units, then build a bunker if you need it. You know, I know that you can get your money back, but still. Morrow has now sunk in 300 minerals. Looks like he's building, yeah, he's building his command center, a tech lab. It looks like we have a, oh no, that's Drewbie. So yeah, Morrow is building a reactor, a Raven, and looks like kind of an identical build for both players. Morrow did get out the Raven in the last game. And Drewbie, too, he looks like he has his Marines, 8 Marines out. Actually, he's just 7 right here, and there are a whole bunch. 2 Hellions out. The difference is that before Drewbie had 4 Hellions, and he's going to drop on the expansion for Morrow. Oh, yeah, these Hellions are going to take out this SCV. That SCV is saying, no, I'm trying to build my command center, but this SCV is going to get shot down. Morrow is going to have to, is very annoyed right now. He has to bring down a Raven. And he's bringing down his Raven, and he needs to bring his another SCV down here because this command center is not being built right now. So I'd say that was a successful attack by Drewbie, and Drewbie is now getting, it looks like, Cloak with Banshees, and is getting his own command center down. So Drewbie is actually ahead in this game at the moment. It's 29 harvesters for Drewbie. Even food now, but his expansion is complete. SCVs have been they have been transferred. So these past 2 days, I've been casting live tournaments, and I will, I guess, post announcements on my YouTube channel, and then you can find out when they are. So I like how Drewbie is taking these Xel'Naga towers. Very good play, in my opinion. So I think this Banshee will actually be able to do some damage because there's no missile turrets here. There's no Marines. And Morrow just doesn't seem to know what is coming. I mean, obviously, if he knew these Banshees were here, he'd have his units in position. And it looks like this Banshee, let's count the number of kills. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it's going to get shut down! No! It doesn't get shut down against this. Has 5 kills. It's got to run away, though, someday, right? Okay, Morrow does bring down the Raven. And he shoots it down, but it had 8 kills. So whether that's worth it or not, I don't know. That's 200 resources worth SCVs plus the mining time. If you look at the harvester count, it's 35 versus 25. And, you know, casting live, like I was doing this past week, is fun. But I'd say it's not as fun because I have to worry a little bit about how I'm behaving and what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. For example, I can't just go really fast and crazy all the time. I kind of have to relax and slow down. But I like to be energetic and not kind of worry about that. Now, I will say that if you do prefer a certain style, if you say, you know, I can't listen to you when you're being that way, then, oh, Morrow's going to lose his Marines at the Xel'Naga Tower because it looks like there were Hellions there. Then, you know, I will obviously adjust my casting because, you know, I'm making these videos for you guys. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay, Drewbie is now pushing out, Morrow, in a similar time from last game. He has Vikings and some tanks and Marines. And his second base is up and running. And, oh, it looks like Drewbie is continuing to harass with Banshees, but it has 0 kills, but the mining has been stopped. And these SCVs have not been moved back quite yet. And it looks like, however, there's an attack going on here while that Banshee harassment is going down. I don't think Morrow is playing as well this game. Oh no, Morrow has lost. There are no siege tanks. These tanks, none of them have been sieged, although Morrow does have siege tech available. Drewbie's running away with these tanks, and it looks like how many kills is this Banshee allowed to get? His Cloak so far has 5 kills. And Morrow, if we look at the APM tab, his APM is about 150, so he's trying to kill this Banshee with he just scanned but wasn't able to kill it, and this Viking is following it. Meanwhile, he's also trying to manage this battle over here, so a lot going on. Okay, finally that Banshee goes down. If we look at the harvester count, it is favoring Drewbie by about 14 harvesters, so Drewbie has an economic advantage. If we look at he has 1,300 versus about 1,000 minerals. And Drewbie now, not sieging his tanks, is going in, pushing forward with his siege tanks and Marines. This siege tank by Morrow is going to get taken down, no problem. And I think that if we look at the army tab, it's 77 versus 61. 61 I think for Morrow. And Morrow might lose this game. Now that bunker might be helpful, but not versus siege tanks, right? So anyway, okay, so Drewbie's going to pull back and just take these Xel'Naga towers again. He may think about getting a 3rd soon. Let's go to the production set tab, see what these players are building. Looks like we have an armory on the way, combat shield, infantry level 1 for Drewbie, and more siege tanks and medevacs. So I think that one way that Morrow can get ahead of this game is to just pump out as many Vikings as he can, Drewbie is building medevacs, which is good for healing his Marines. But if if Morrow focuses on tanks and he focuses on, it doesn't look like that's his plan though, because he has 2 more barracks down. That's a lot of barracks, and none of them are really being, you could look at them down there. They're not actually producing anything, so that's not good. It's not good to have like 7 barracks and none of them producing units. Oh, here we go. Finally, they're actually producing something. With the harvesters, still not looking good for our Morrow. And the units lost 3,500 versus 2,200. These Vikings are in a potentially vulnerable position in case, in case the Vikings of Drewbie come in, but I don't think that's going to happen because Drewbie doesn't have any Vikings at all, which is an interesting choice considering he has a bunch of tanks. And now a drop is coming down from Morrow. It's going to try and even the playing field, while at the same time Drewbie is coming in with his force. These Vikings have to be careful because they're going to get shut down. And here comes the harassment on love. Every time the harassment comes and there's a double point attack, it's just crazy. It's to see how both players react. And it looks like the SCVs are coming down. The damage is being done in the back of the base. Meanwhile, Drewbie is going to try and siege up with these tanks and do some harassment of his own. He has tanks coming in the base of Morrow. I don't think Morrow is going to be able to survive. Drewbie has to be careful though. Oh, look, all those Marines have been taken care of. No problem. Drewbie is going to siege up his tanks. Morrow has to make something happen now. He's going to lose this game right now unless these Marines are killed. Oh my god, they're all going to get killed, and these SCVs are not mining. I think that Drewbie has outplayed Morrow in this game. Holy smokes, and his third is going down. Drewbie is doing amazing. Tanks on both sides of this little crevice here, although these tanks are going to go down possibly pretty soon, but how many SCVs are going to die in the midst? Blood stains on the grass. Jeez, this is so violent. This is really violent. Well, blood everywhere, and the damage has been done. It looks like Drewbie has his medevacs here, which isn't good. Oh my god, but there are Marines here, which I didn't see, and they're all going to get shot down finally. But if we look, it's 51 harvesters versus 34. Units lost is definitely favoring Drewbie. Drewbie has his third up. The army is 107 versus 63. This game, the scales have been tipped. Morrow is going to lose. It is going to be GG soon. Nothing he can do. All you can do is maybe, just take all your buildings, lift them up, and throw them at the opponent, because he is going to lose pretty soon. Look at all those medevacs. It looks like 6 medevacs hanging out there. Oh, God, see. So, looks like Drewbie's gonna win this game. Morrow seemingly took that game easily last game, but Drewbie is kind of the scrappier player, I'd say. Scrappy. Oh, careful, all those Marines are gonna die, but too many tanks, lots of tanks up there, and Drewbie doesn't care. He's just going in. He just says, "I got the lead. I can take this, no problem." He's gonna siege up all his tanks right outside of Morrow's base, and he's just gonna shoot all his SCVs. They're gonna get shot down. Boom, 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 boom. Go to heck. Go to hell. They're probably gonna go to hell. I don't know. I don't know where SCVs go when they die, but GG for Morrow. Very friendly GG. Says GG's. Grats on finals. So. That was because Drewbie made it to the finals of the Alert Cup that I casted. I'm assuming that's what that meant. And he actually beat Hey Pro. So, oh god, I gave that away. But yeah, Drewbie beat Hey Pro, I think. So that's why Morrow was saying, "Grats on finals. You played well." So that's no small feat being Hey Pro, one of the top Zergs in the world. And good game. Thanks a lot. So all that screaming and yelling, I don't know if I can do that live. And look at that kind of explosion, all those little zaps around. I mean, I can probably yell live if I want, but not if I'm like, so you understand. Okay, the game is over now. I'm just going to talk about my live cast just for a second. You see, when I'm making a video at home, I can pretty much say what I want, however I want. Be goofy, I could be stupid, I can sound stupid, I could say things that are wrong, whatever. No one cares because, no one's sponsoring my videos, so it doesn't matter how big whatever I say is fine. You could just thumbs down it, say you suck, blah blah blah, and then I'll probably change up the way I'm doing it. But the point is that when I'm supporting another caster like I was doing this week, I can't be as excited. I have to. They've asked me to just kind of say what I need to say and then let the other caster kind of do his thing. Eventually, I'm actually trying to buy more computer parts. I'm trying to upgrade my computer to a quad processor so I can stream my own games so that I will actually be the leader. So I'll be leading the cast and having a supporting caster. So, check me out on the rushnetwork.com. I will be casting from time to time, but I'll try and put up announcements on my YouTube channel when I live cast. Thanks for tuning in. These were fun games, and cheers.